Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro has accused the United States of spreading falsehoods and engaging in aggressive actions aimed at destabilizing his government. At a tense press conference, Maduro strongly denied allegations that Venezuela plays a central role in drug trafficking to the United States, rejecting any ties to the so-called Cartel of the Suns. He claimed that Washington's real intention is to exploit Venezuela's vast natural resources, including its gold reserves, by pushing for regime change through military pressure. Maduro pointed to the presence of U.S. warships, missiles, and Marines near the Caribbean as evidence of increasing threats and accused U.S. President Donald Trump of using anti-drug operations as a cover for broader military objectives.
In conclusion, the United States, North America, and the entire world, Latin America and the Caribbean, know that this is a military operation meant to intimidate and to seek regime change, destabilize Venezuela, break it into pieces as they did with Libya and Syria, and seize and steal our oil, gas, iron, and gold.
Tensions escalated further following a second U.S. military strike on what was described as a Venezuelan drug boat. The incident drew criticism from Colombian President Gustavo Petro, who condemned Washington's actions and expressed concern over the growing militarization in the region.
They just destroyed another boat with 3 people on board. Even if they were carrying cocaine, killing 3 innocent passengers on an unarmed and completely unarmored boat with a rifle is a truly disproportionate and utterly indefensible act of murder. And the United States government is actively killing Latin American people on their very own land because it's their sovereign territorial waters. They absolutely have no right whatsoever to be there. And if there are Latin Americans here who grant the United States government the right to kill defenseless Latin Americans, they are nothing more than lackeys, spelled with a C and a Y for yuca.
Maduro reiterated that Venezuela is not a major producer of illegal drugs, countering claims made by U.S. authorities.
President Trump was wrong about the figure he mentioned. He said 300 million. No, it's 100,000 Americans who die every year, unfortunately, painfully, due to the effects of drugs, but drugs like fentanyl. There are no production laboratories here in Venezuela. And when we find them, we blow them up. Either with the territorial presence of our military forces, or we bomb them. With drones or with aircraft. That's correct, right? So that is absolutely a lie.
He also confirmed that diplomatic channels between them have been cut off, citing ongoing threats and hostile behavior from the United States as the reason for the breakdown in communication.
Communications with the United States government are broken off. They are broken off. Because of them, with their threats of bombs, deaths, and blackmail. That's not how we operate. With threats and by force, there will never, ever be anything. And they know it. So we went from a stage of damaged relations, of communication, to broken off.
In response to the situation, Maduro revealed that he has sent a formal letter to leaders across Latin America and the Caribbean. The letter calls for an urgent regional summit focused on reinforcing national sovereignty and preserving peace throughout the Caribbean region. He urged the community of the Latin America and Caribbean states to take the lead in organizing the conference and promoting meaningful dialogue among member nations. Maduro's appeal comes amid growing concerns that U.S. military operations in the region may continue. The Venezuelan government is pushing for a collective response from its neighbors to uphold the 2014 Declaration of Latin America and the Caribbean as a zone of peace. Shane Stephen, NBC Prime.